want to welcome everyone today to the Word of Truth. My name is Brother Andre. I'll be teaching for today. Read for me to be Brother Charles. We're here at the Word of Truth. We bring you the truth by the Word of God, teaching by subject and title. Today, everything's title is Pride Kills. Sometimes we don't understand that pride can be it's a very hurtful thing to the Lord. That's most important. Now, how we feel about pride is what the Lord feel about pride. So we're going to get this started in Proverbs chapter 6. We're going to go to Proverbs chapter 6. We're going to study what the Lord feel about pride. Prideful people. Proverbs chapter 6, we're going to pick up verse 16. When you get there, go ahead and read.
These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
Start right there, Lord. Right out the door. Right out the door. A proud look. You know, we see them all the time. All the time. People walk around their pride. They with their fame. They rich. They statue of life. All right at the door. Lord talking about pride. He hated. Go ahead.
18. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. My son, keep thy father's commandments, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light, and reproofs of instructions are the way of life.
That's all he want right there. So, all right to do. The Lord talks about pride. Being proud, look, he hated. We're going to go to the Revealed Bible Dictionary, and we're going to look at what pride means. We're going to the Revealed Bible Dictionary, page 18. Let's see what pride means. You get that read. Page 15. What pride.
Negatively, arrogance, overweening self-confidence, resulting in an unwillingness to submit to God and an insensitive disregard for others.
Hold on, you see that? Read that again.
Negatively, arrogance, overweening self-confidence, resulting in an unwillingness to submit to God and an insensitive disregard for others.
Unwillingness to submit to God. When you prideful, that means you are unwilling to submit to God's commandment. Now we going to Job. Let's see what Job got to say about this pride. Job chapter 33. You're going to pick it up at verse 14. We're going to Job chapter 33. You're going to pick it up at verse 14. When you get there, read it.
33 and 14.
Yes, sir.
But God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon him, and slumberings upon the bed.
See right there. See, God talks to man. He talks to you in your sleep. So you can't say God don't talk to you. God talks to you in your sleep. You can't say, well, I don't go to no church. You know what I'm saying? God talks to every man some kind of way, even when he's sleeping. Go ahead.
16. Then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
Right there. What he say? When God speaks to you, even in your sleep, he open up your ears and he sealeth. That means it's in your head. If you reject it, that's on you, because God put it there. Go ahead.
17. That he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man.
Right there. What God is trying to have from man?
Purpose.
Go ahead. And what else?
His pride.
His pride. God, he's trying to have, because pride will get you killed with God. We're going to see that. Go ahead.
18. He keepeth back his soul from the pit and his life from perishing by the sword.
Stop right there. So when God had pride from you, when you take heed to that, what the Lord had from you, he said, "We keep your back self from the pit." He's talking about the lake of fire. Because pride is that serious to God. Pride will take you to the lake of fire. And we're going to read that. Jump down to verse 28.
28. He will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life shall see the light.
See right there. See, the Lord said again, when he had pride from you, when you take hold to it, don't be prideful. It will save you from the pit, and that pit is the lake of fire. Go ahead.
29. Lo, all these things worketh God oftentimes with man, to bring back his soul from the pit.
Say it again. Once you have pride, once God have pride from you, you take heed to that hiding, he will save you from that pit. Go ahead.
To be enlightened with the light of the living.
That's all you want. You stop right there. We're going to Genesis. Genesis chapter 1. We'll read Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, then skip down to 14. Genesis chapter 1, you're going to read verse 1, then skip down to 14. Genesis, go ahead.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Skip down to 14. So we know God is the one who created heaven and the earth. Skip down to 14.
14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. 16. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also.
Now right there. So God created heaven and earth. He made the stars. He made the sun and the moon. We're going to skip down to verse 20.
And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that have life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales and every living creature that moved, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good.
So right there. So God created the birds. He created all the creatures in the sea. Skip down to verse 26.
26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God, 27. So God created man in his
right there. So who created man?
God.
God created man. He didn't say just the Israelite, just the Gentile, just the Jew, just the Italian. He created man. So every man on this planet, God created. Go ahead.
So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish, over the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
Stop right there. So God created man. He gave him instruction. The one that creates you is the one that has the authority to give you instruction. So God gave man instructions. Let's go to Genesis chapter 2. Genesis chapter 2, we're going for one verse. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 7.
2 and 7.
Yes, sir.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul.
So God made man. He the one that gave him life. Because he was just a dead soul, a dead pile of dirt, into the lower being. So God brought man to life. We're going to Ezekiel. We're going to Ezekiel chapter 18. Ezekiel chapter 18. Ezekiel chapter 18, you're going to read verse 1, then verse 4. You're going to read Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 1, then verse 4.
18 and 1. The word of the Lord came unto me. Word of the Lord came unto me again, saying.
So this is the word of the Lord. Ezekiel's not speaking his word. He's speaking the word of the Lord. Verse 4.
Verse 4. Behold, all souls are mine.
Okay then, Lord. That's what we've been just. The Lord said he created the soul. He made man the soul. So the Lord said again, all souls are mine. So the Lord said all mankind belongs to him. Go ahead.
So also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
So the Lord is the one that said, any man that sin against him, any man, he shall die. We're going to Job. Back to Job. Back to Job 35. The Lord said he created man, created everything, and man belongs to him. The one that sin against him, that's going to die. That's the one going to die. Job 35th chapter. Job 35, you're going to pick it up at verse 10. Job 35, pick it up at verse 10.
But none saith, where is God my maker, who giveth songs in the night?
See, that's the Lord right there. Remember, he visited you. He told you he visited you earlier, that he visited you in the night when you dreaming. What did he say? But none said, where is God my maker? See, they know that God is their maker who gives me songs. Go ahead at 11.
Who teacheth us more than the beasts of the earth, and maketh us wiser than the fowls of the heaven. There they cry, but none giveth answer. because of the pride of evil men.
Stop right there. See, there we go again. Pride is evil. Read that 12 again.
There they cry, but none giveth answer, because of the pride of evil men.
These prideful men get the nerve to call on God. And we can read plainly that God hates pride. But these men are so prideful, they still call on God. But God said these are prideful evil men. Go ahead to 13.
Surely God will not hear vanity.
God ain't going to hear them. God ain't going to hear them. Go ahead.
Neither will the Almighty regard it.
God don't know what they got to say. We go on to Proverbs 16 chapter. Proverbs 16. These prideful men got the nerve to call on God. Remember, and these are men of God. Remember, these are men of God. So they supposed to know what this book say. When God speaks about how he hate pride. We go to Proverbs 16 chapter. Proverbs 16 chapter. You're going to pick it up at verse 4. Proverbs 16 chapter, pick it up at verse 4.
16 and 4, Proverbs. The Lord hath made all things for himself.
See that right there? We read that in Genesis. He created the heaven and the earth. He created the moon and the stars. He created man. He created the beast. He gave him instructions. Go ahead.
Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
The Lord created them too. If the Lord created all man, even the Lord created them. But the Lord created for a purpose. You don't want to do right? Okay, then Lord say, hey, go on over there, Judas. You want to live wrong anyway. Go on over there, Judas. You want to live wrong anyway. Go on over there. So the Lord created. What do you say? Read that again.
The Lord hath made all things for himself.
All things. That's including man. He read all souls of mine. Go ahead.
Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
He created them too. Go ahead. No, my son, you're going to skip down. You skip it down to verse 17. No, read that 5. I apologize. Read that 17. Read that verse 5.
5. Everyone that is proud in his heart is an abomination to the Lord.
Stop right there. If you pride for pride in your heart, who is an abomination to?
Everyone that is proud to the Lord.
To the Lord. That's it. Not man. Fear him who cannot kill the body. He want to kill the body and cast to the fire. You don't fear man. Lord say, you prideful, you abomination to me. Go ahead.
You're on the
middle 5. You in the middle 5.
Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished.
Stop right there. What the Lord say? The prideful shall not be unpunished. I mean, shall not is powerful words. Shall not be unpunished if you prideful. That was just 5. Let's skip down to 17.
17. Highway of the upright.
I mean 6. I'm sorry, verse 16. Verse 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
How much better is it to get wisdom?
No, you're right. I apologize. You apologize. Verse 17. 16 to 17. Yep.
17.
Mm-hmm.
The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Pride goeth before destruction.
Yeah, go right there again. What pride go to?
For destruction.
Go to destruction. That prideful spirit gonna get you destroyed. Go ahead.
And a haughty spirit before a fall.
That's all we want. We're going to Proverbs 21 chapter. Proverbs 21st chapter. You're gonna pick it up at verse 2. Proverbs the 21st chapter. You're gonna pick it up at verse 2. When you get there, read it.
2. Every way of man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts.
So you see what the Lord's saying? He said, Lord created every man right. He created every soul right. He said, every man. That includes me. I'm part of every man. You have to accept these things, the simplicity of Christ. Every man is right in his own eyes. We all think we're right at some time. We all think we're right. That's why the Lord said, you got to kill yourself to live unto me. Go ahead and read.
A high look, a proud heart.
There you go. There you go. That pride thing is sin with the Lord. Go ahead.
And the plowing of the wicked is sin. The thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteousness.
Mm-hmm.
But of everyone that is hasty only to want. The getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a vanity tossed to and fro of them that seek death. The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them, because they refuse to do judgment.
That's all we want right there. That's 7, yeah. What did it say? The high look and the proud heart is plowing is wicked is sin. Pride is sin. And we don't teach the things in the church. We teach the commandments. Well, some churches, Sabbath churches. We teach the commandments. You don't teach about pride. But we reading here, the Lord said he will destroy you for having pride. We don't teach those things. That's why it's important to understand these things. We're going now to 1 John. 1 John, we just read that the plowing of the wicked, that pride is sin. Let's go to 1 John chapter 3. 1 John chapter 3. First John chapter 3, you're going to read verse 4, then you're going to skip down to 8. First John chapter 3, you're going to read verse 4, then skip down to 8. Go ahead and read.
4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is transgression of the law.
Start right there. We just read that a prideful spirit is sin. We read now, if you commit a sin, if you be prideful, because they don't teach those things. If you be prideful, that's a sin. So you are breaking a law when you commit pridefulness in your life and your heart. Go ahead. Go skip down to verse 8.
8. He that committeth sin is of the devil.
Start right there. If you prideful, you are the devil. And I'm going to show you that more clearly than it's nothing. If you prideful, that simple thing that people think ain't a good thing, think it's a good thing, you are of the devil. Go ahead.
For the devil sinned from the beginning.
From the beginning. We knew that from the very beginning he sinned. Go ahead.
For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. Whosoever is born of God doeth not commit sin.
Right. If you born of God, you ain't prideful. Because pride is sin. If you ain't prideful, that means you born of God. If you prideful, you was not born of God. Go ahead.
For his seed remaineth in him, he cannot sin, because he is born of God. In this the children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God, neither he that loveth not his brother, neither he that loveth not his brother.
That's how we went right there. We're going to John. We're going to St. John. St. John chapter 8. So being prideful, we see is sin. And when you prideful, that's breaking the law. And when you a sinner, you a child of the devil. Plain and simple. We're going to John chapter 8. John chapter 8, you're going to pick it up at verse 42. John chapter 8, pick it up at verse 42.
42. Jesus said unto them, if God were your father, you would love me. For I proceeded forth and came from God. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. Why do ye not understand my speech, even because ye cannot hear my word? Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
That's how we right there. So when you prideful, the devil is your father. You think what you want to think, say what you want to say. When you prideful, the devil is your father. We're going back to Job. Job chapter 41. This prideful thing is very rarely anybody teach about pride. Very rich. I start coming to houses like this, you heard nothing about pride. You hear about the commandments and things of that nature, but you don't hear much about pride. And I'm trying to show y'all just how serious pride is with the Lord. Because we all have it. I had it. Still experience it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Walk down the street, something, they look at you like, yeah, this is, they checking me out, you know what I'm saying? You ain't realizing you in that convertible Porsche, you know what I'm saying? With the gray hairs in your beard, you think she looking at you. And the pride sitting just that quick. Job chapter 41, we're going to start at verse 4. Job 41 and start at verse 4. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Verse 1, I'm sorry. Job 41 and verse, Job 41, chapter 41 and verse 1, start at 1.
Canst thou draw out the Leviathan with the hook, or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down? Canst thou put an hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn?
Stop right there. Now, some people say that this Leviathan is a great sea beast, because if you Google it, look it up, it does say that. But this is in the Bible. I'm going to show you his Leviathan because it said put it in his nose. I'm going to show you this Leviathan then. Go ahead.
Will he make 3? Will he make many supplications unto thee?
How could that be a beast? He said will. He talking about the Leviathan. He said will he. He said not will it. Will he? But I'm going to show you who's the Leviathan. He said will he make supplications. Go ahead.
Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee?
How can a beast make a covenant with you? How can a beast make a covenant with you? A sea beast. Go ahead.
Wilt thou take him for a servant forever?
Stop right there. How you going to take a sea beast as a servant forever? I'm going to show you who this Leviathan really is. Go to Isaiah 27. You're going for one verse. Isaiah 27 and verse 1. Because some teach, I know why they teach you that this Leviathan, because you can Google it, it will say something about a sea beast, something like that, you know what I'm saying? But this is the Bible. It said when you make a covenant with him, how could you make a covenant with a sea beast? Y'all can't speak the same language. And what's your covenant going to be? To stay out to sea? Isaiah 27:1 for that one verse. This is going to tell you who that Leviathan is. Go ahead.
And that day the Lord with his sword and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan.
Hold on. Who is the serpent?
Satan.
Go ahead.
Even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is
Hold
in the
on.
sea.
Who is the dragon? Go ahead. You just want that first verse. Go ahead.
We done. And
That's
he,
it? Okay,
yeah.
right, okay. So Leviathan is the piercing serpent, Satan the devil, the crooked serpent, Satan the devil, the dragon, Satan the devil. That's who Leviathan is. That's why he said, when you make a covenant with him, Eve made a covenant with Satan in the Garden of Eve.
Preach.
Let's go. We're going back to Job 41. We're going back to Job 41. We're going to pick it back up from verse 1. I just want to see who the Leviathan was. The Bible explains itself. Yeah, some things you can Google, get verification of, but when I saw Leviathan here years ago, I was like, no, I know the Bible going to bear that out. So I just kept studying, kept reading it. What it say? The serpent, the crooked beast that we all know, that's Satan. Go back to Job 41, pick it back up from verse 1.
41:1.
Yup.
Canst thou draw out Leviathan with a hook,
See, now you know who Leviathan is. It's certain. Let's go.
or his tongue with a cord which thou lettest down? Canst thou put a hook into his nose, or bore his jaw through with a thorn?
What can you do to Satan? He's an angel, ever living, can't die. So what can you do? He said, what can you do to an angel, evil angel? Go ahead.
Will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Without take him for a servant forever?
Skip down to 9.
9. Behold, the hope of him is in vain.
You hoping in Satan? That's vain. Go ahead. Because
So
God
now-
created you. He read that he created you. So you hoping vain. All the worldly things. Remember, when Satan tempted Jesus in the mountain, he offered him worldly things. He didn't offer him nothing. He offered word. You hungry? Eat. I can give you all the anything you want. He offered him worldly things that was Satan could offer prideful men. Go ahead.
Shall not one be cast down even at the sight of him? None is so fierce that dare stir him up.
You can't do nothing with him. That's Satan, the devil. Go ahead.
Who then is able to stand before me? Who have prevented me that I should repay him? Whatsoever is under the whole heaven is mine, and I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion.
Start right there. That's the Lord talk. The Lord say, I'm not going to conceal his parts. That means his body or his power. Because we know that with the Lord, what did he say, tell Jesus? It has been given unto me. So we know that Satan get his power from the Lord. As a bargain, he gets power from the Lord. So he said, I will not conceal his parts. That means his body. Let's go see what makes up his body. That was the end of verse 12, right?
Yep.
Go down to 15. Now the Lord said, I will not conceal his parts. He's going to talk about Satan's body. Skip down to 15. Go ahead.
15. His scales are his pride.
Start right there. A snake has scales, right? It said his scales are his pride. Those are his children. Well, we gonna see that. Satan has children down here. To me, a third of the angels left with Satan. We can't see them, so what they operating? They operating in men and in women too. Don't believe that. They operating in men and women. His scales are his pride. We just read earlier, he said, I'm gonna conceal his parts. I'm gonna show you this parts. He said his scales, they're talking about this. It's gonna show you, he's talking about his children. Read that again. Stop that 15 again.
His scales are his pride.
He's talking about his children. Go ahead.
Shut up together as with a close seal.
They is not gonna separate from each other. That pride, the Satan's children, they gonna stick together and they're gonna work against you. Go ahead and read it.
One is so near to another,
See?
that no air can come between them.
Satan's children, when they get together, you is not gonna break them apart. You is not gonna, don't think you can. You is not gonna break them apart. Go ahead and read it.
17. They are joined one to another. They stick together that they cannot be sundered.
Look at that say. They cannot be asunder. That means nothing can break them apart. That means nothing can break them apart. Skip down to verse 23. You're going to read 2. You're going to read 23, then skip to 33. You're going to read 23, then skip to 33. Now, we talk about Satan's children. Say, I'm going to conceal his comely part. That means his children. He said his scale. That means his body is his pride. You with Satan's children get together, you is not going to come between them. Go ahead. You want 23, then skip down to 33.
The flakes of his flesh are joined together.
The flakes of his flesh, talking about his body again, they joined together. We just read that. Go ahead.
They are firm in themselves. They cannot be moved.
They cannot be moved. Skip down to 33.
33. Upon the earth there is not his light. who is made without fear.
Read that again.
Upon earth there is not his light, who is made without fear. He beholdeth all high things. He is a king over all the children of pride.
Who is their king? Who is pride's king? Satan the devil. Anybody prideful, that is Satan the devil's child. He is their king. They're going to serve him. I'm going to show you. That was just Job.
Job 30.
Let's go to Ezekiel. Let's go find these prideful children. Remember, Satan got kids. He said he's the king of the children of pride. He didn't say the angels of pride. He said he's the king of the children of pride. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 16. Let me get there. Ezekiel 16. Ezekiel chapter 16. You're going to read 1 and 2. Then you're going to skip down to 49. You're going to read verse 1 and 2, then skip down to 49. Ezekiel 16, we're going to start reading from 1 and 2, then skip down to 49. Go ahead and read it.
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, because Jerusalem is to know her abomination.
Read that again.
No, Jerusalem.
Start 2 again. Now start at 1 again.
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abomination.
Start right there. You can skip to the footnote, but right there. He said, Son of man. He talking to Ezekiel the prophet. Son of man, go show Jerusalem. He's talking about his people. Go show Jerusalem. He ain't say the world. He said, go show my people the abomination. Let's go see what this abomination is. Go to 49.
49. Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride, fullness of
Stop
bread.
right there. Who had pride? Read that again.
Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride.
Stop right there. Who had pride? Sodom. The Sodomites. The homosexuals. People don't want to say it. That's what they are. But see, we're going to bring this to 2020 nowadays. They got the letter system. They don't say homosexual, fags, sissy, all those things. We grown. They don't say those things no more. They got the letter LGBT, the letters. They add letters. But then what also do? They have a pride parade.
Pride parade.
Now they got a pride month. So who is prideful people's king?
Wow.
They are
preach, what?
2020. They don't go by homosexual no more. You don't hear Sodom and Gomorrah no more. You hear LGBT, all the letters, but we know they had that pride parade. Let's investigate that. Let's see what we at. Where you stop at? Did you finish 50?
Nah.
Okay, read 50. You finished 49?
I didn't finish 49.
Okay, finish 49.
And
Stop top 49 again. See where that pride come from, who their king is. Go ahead.
Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride, fullness of bread, and abundance of idleness was in her and in her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and needy. And they were haughty and committed abomination before me. Therefore I took them away as I saw good.
You see what the Lord said about them prideful people? Sodom. Everybody know what Sodom and Gomorrah is, you know what I'm saying? They want to say that the Lord loved everybody, you know what I'm saying? Obviously the Lord didn't love the homosexuals. I'm gonna bring to 2020 days, the prideful people, because they go back, they had their pride parade, right? They shouted glory. Let's get that pride thing a little bit more. Go to Genesis 9. Look at the Lord running this thing. This book is ever living. It's a repeating cycle. The Lord said he called the beginning from the end from the beginning. Let's go to Genesis 9. We going way back here. Look how the Lord brought this thing to 2020. Look how the Lord, through this Bible that was written probably 4,000 years ago, look how you bring this thing to today, 2020. Genesis chapter 9. Let me get there. I'm in Exodus. Read verse 1, then you're going to skip down to 17. It's verse 7. Genesis chapter 9. You're going to read verse 1, then skip down to verse 7. Go ahead and read.
9 and 1. And God blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth.
Start right there. So this after the days of Noah. Everybody else gone. It's Noah, his 3 sons, their 3 wives, Noah's wife. That's 8 people. It's 8 people left on the earth. God gave them instructions again, though. Skip down to verse 7. So this is after the flood, after God killed everybody, says only 8 people. He did that for Noah's sake. Go ahead, skip down to 7.
7. And you, be ye fruitful and multiply, bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. And God spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, and I Behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you. 10. And with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. 11. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. 12. And God said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for a perpetual generation.
Start right there. This is after the floods on the 8 people on the earth. God said, I'm going to make a covenant. It means this between me and y'all. So that means they're going to go out to every other man on the earth. Because it said perpetual covenant generations. Let's see what that covenant is. Let's see what that covenant is. Go ahead. 13.
I do set my bow in the cloud.
That's bold. Go ahead.
I do set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth.
Start right there. What do the pride people use? The rainbow. 2020. 2020. The Lord, this book is ever alive. 2020. They use the rainbow. They mocking God. They put it in the air because they know God watching it.
Preach.
They are the children, the king. Their king is Satan. Pick that up again from the top of that verse.
I do set my bow in the cloud.
That's why they use that rainbow, because they know God looking at it, and he gonna deal with them for that. I'm gonna show you. Go ahead and read.
And it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant.
What the Lord say?
I will
when
remember.
I see that bow, I'm remember that covenant. Y'all prideful people. Look, God, we know you looking at this rainbow. We know you looking at it. He said, when I see it, what God say, I'm going to remember my covenant. I'm going to show you what that covenant is. Go ahead.
Which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh.
It's between everybody. Everybody, go ahead.
And the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth.
God said he going to remember that. When he see that bow, you prideful people, homosexuals, let's bring it to 2020. Prideful people, that's why they got the Pride Parade. Now they got the Pride Month, I heard. Now they get a whole month now. And we know who their king is, Satan. We read that earlier, that's Satan their king. He said, when I see that bow, because we know they got the bow, around that time of year, you see rainbows everywhere. What they doing? They got him in the air. But the Lord say, I'm going to see that and I'm going to remember. Go ahead and read.
17. And God saith unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all the flesh that is upon the earth.
Stop right there. We go into Psalms chapter 10. Psalm chapter 10. Now this covenant, he said it to Noah though, but he said, well, all flesh upon the earth. That means everybody after Noah. So whether you believe in God or not, remember he created you. So even the atheist, when you don't believe in God, just go for you too. We're going to Psalms chapter 10. Psalms 10. Start at verse 2. Start at verse 2.
2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor.
There you go right there. The wicked. This pride thing is serious with God. This pride thing is serious with God. Pick it up at top 2 again.
The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire.
See, that's the evil desire. You desire the same flesh. That's the evil desire. You desire the same flesh. God made Adam and Eve. Go ahead.
And blessed with the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance.
There you go again. Read that again.
The wicked through the pride of his countenance.
They talking about his face. He walking around. They passing laws for them. I'm a lab technician. I work up north, right outside of Boys Town. I'm telling you right now, everything north downtown is Boys Town. Don't believe that. They just everything up north downtown is Boys Town. I work up there. I work at the STD clinic. So I see them all day long. They walk where they pass these laws. Now you can't say nothing. You can't defend yourself. They walk around and look at you like, remember they used to hide that stuff. They look at you now like, I like you. They got no problem with it. That's their pride. That's their pride. We see it at the gym. That's their pride. Go ahead.
God is not in all his thoughts.
See, God ain't in his thoughts. If you prideful, God is not in your thoughts. Go ahead.
His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above.
Remember that word grievous. That's going to come up later. Remember that word grievous. Go ahead.
Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
He ain't got nobody against him. They passing laws for them. They passing. You can't say nothing to them. This sister here could be in the bathroom by her private business because some guy want to walk in there looking like a lady. He got the right to. They ain't care about how she feel. I don't want to know some man that want to be a woman going in the bathroom with my granddaughters. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that, but they passing laws now. They passing laws now. Go ahead.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the village. In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent.
In the secret places. Nothing they pull. They try to come up. We at the gym. They try to come off you as regular guy. Homeboy. They buzz her homeboy. They coming at you secretly, you know what I'm saying? They trying to get you somewhere, get cool with you, have a few drinks, might put something in it. Y'all better be careful. I trust no man. No man. Go ahead.
His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion.
You see what he do? He lied in wait. He lied. Don't think he ain't. Don't think cause you told this brother, oh no, I ain't like that way, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, they know that he lying in wait. He shouldn't, oh, okay, I understand that man. He lying in wait, though. That's what the Lord say, put them out the lane. Get him with you. Go ahead.
He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor. When he draweth him into his net, he croucheth.
Look at him. He's sneaky. He creeping on you. Come on, have this drink with me, Tony. Now you cool. Go ahead.
He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it again.
They think God don't see them. Let's go to Genesis. 18. Remember that word grievous. Let's go to Genesis 18. Genesis the 18th chapter. He said their ways are grievous. That pride. See? That's why I brought it to 2020. They use that rainbow. See how the Lord brought that thing right to this day. This was written probably 4,000 years ago, but the Lord brought that thing right today with that rainbow.
Yes, sir.
We going to Genesis 18. And you're going to pick it up from verse 1. Genesis 18, pick it up from verse 1. When you get there, read it.
And the Lord appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed himself toward the ground.
Start right there. This is Abraham. I'm walking through. So this is Abraham. When the Lord and 2 angels came to visit him, they was talking about Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember I said earlier, remember that word grievous. So this is the Lord visiting Abraham. He's going to show him about Sodom and Gomorrah, the homicides, the homosexual, the prideful people. Skip down to verse 20.
20. And the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous.
Stop right there. There it goes. See, their sin is grievous. Sodom and Gomorrah is them prideful people. Remember the homosexuals, them prideful people. That's why they got the pride parade. They got the pride month. They got the rainbow. That's their cut, the rainbow flag. He said, what Sodom and Gomorrah do with homosexuals, he said that was the very grievous sin. Go ahead.
21. I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it.
The Lord going to see, because the Lord probably like, I know this thing. I know the Lord know everything. But even the Lord got mercy. He said, you know what? Let me go down here and just take a peek at what I'm hearing. Because I know, because remember, he created us. So he told us what to do. He told man and woman to be fruitful and multiply. You showed me 2 men to get together, 2 women to get together to make a baby. Naturally, bring them to me. I want to see him. Go ahead.
21. I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me, and if not, I will know. 22. And the men turned their faces from thence and went towards Sodom, but Abraham stood yet before the Lord.
That's all right there. So they going to check it. The Lord said, I heard what they doing down there, you know what I'm saying? But I know the Lord know everything, but the Lord still that's that mercy. Like, you know what? The people I created, they can't be doing this. I gave them their instructions in the beginning. They can't be doing this. So y'all going in there. I'm going to double make sure to see what they're doing. Let's go to Genesis 19. Let's go to Genesis 19 chapter. Turn right over to Genesis 19 chapter. You're going to pick it up in verse 1. Genesis 19 and verse 1. Go ahead and read.
1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom.
That's Abraham's nephew. Go ahead.
And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. 2. And he said, Behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the street all night.
Stop right there. Now, these two angels, so they knew they was going down there for Lot, like, hey, man, hey, Lot know what time, hey, man, hey, this Inglewood, you know, that's one of them Inglewood, this the West Side dude. You want to be out here? Go ahead and read.
3. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned unto him, and entered into his house, and he entered into his house, and he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. 4. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom.
So right there, it told you specifically. It said the men of the city, but specifically the homosexuals, the prideful people, that's why I'm bringing 2020. The prideful people. That's them. Before they laid down, they make great. They ate good. They feeling good. They feeling down. Them Sodomites came to that door. Go ahead.
Even the men of Sodom compassed the house around.
Okay, compare. It don't say they came with they bring you fruitcakes when you move into the neighborhood, fruitcakes, whatever they bring. It said they surrounded the house. They tell you what's in their mind right there. What you surrounding the house for? Go ahead.
Both old and young, all the people from every quarter.
Old and young. I probably shouldn't say this, but when I go up there and I see them cats 98 years old, that's a double abomination. It's an abomination anyway, but like, dude, you through. I mean, what you trying to do? I mean, go, I apologize. Go ahead and read. Go ahead and read. 5.
And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came into thee this night?
Look at them. They're looking for the men. No, let's see what they want to do. Go ahead.
Bring them out unto us that we may know them.
That's all right there. We ain't gonna go read this for time's sake, but we know when you say know them, Adam said, know his wife Eve and the baby come out there, you know what I'm saying? Why these men want to know men? Ain't no baby gonna come out of there. This is pride. Who are they king? Yeah. Satan is their king. That's why this evil spirit is on them. Go ahead and read.
And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after them and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. And did I skip 5?
No. You at 7. Go ahead. You at 7. Go ahead.
And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wicked.
Stop right there. Lot went outside the door, closed it behind him, because he know these guys. He been in Inglewood for a while. He know that. So he closed it behind him. Like, man, he said, this is wickedness which y'all want to do. Go ahead.
8. Behold now, I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes.
Stop right there. Lot was a man of God. If sodomy between, we're going to tell the truth today, because I know we'll be taught. If sodomy was a sin between women, this man of God would not have offered his daughter. This is a man of God. We're going to tell the truth today. I got a lesson on this too. We're going to tell the truth today. Sodomy cannot happen between men and women. These are 2 virgins he offered. Every man on this planet didn't have some sex before. If you offer 2 virgins, hell with, excuse me, I'm glad we taping this. Forget them 2 dudes. And a man on this planet didn't have sex before. If you offer 2 virgins, if sodomy can be done between men and women, and you offer 2 virgins, man, they'd be like, man, them dudes, man, we gonna feed y'all and bring us them women. But they didn't take the women. Let's go ahead and read. I want to make that point. That's be taught that sodomy between men and women. I ain't gonna put in this lesson, but we can go read. Lord say, no prostitutes among my daughters and no sodomites among my son. He didn't say amongst his daughters. We're going to tell the truth today. Go ahead and read.
Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, 9, and they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee.
Stop right there. They went after Lot before this, you know what I'm saying? When Lot tried to stop them from getting men, you see that pride, that evil spirit on them. They told Lot been living amongst them. They ain't trying to do this Lot. Lot been living on. Lot said, they said, you gonna stop us from taking care of our business? We gonna deal with you. I don't know what they mean by that, because we know what they gonna do to them other 2 guys. So I don't know what they mean. We gonna deal worse with you. What they gonna bring a horse into the plan, son? What you mean worse? Go ahead and read.
Not will Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man.
Look at him. Dude, they about to kill this guy for another man, for two other men. Go ahead.
And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door.
Man, that's Eaglewood there, boy. You got something they want, we coming. Go ahead.
10. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house.
Remember, these angels now, these angels.
And pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door. 11. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they were weary themselves to find the door. 12. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides, son-in-law, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. 13. For we will destroy this place because
what they gonna do? They finna destroy this place. That prideful stuff, that homosexuality, they're gonna destroy this. Go ahead.
Because the cry of them is waxed great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord hath sent us to destroy it.
How about this? So the Lord is destroying this. No, but the Lord is destroying this. Skip down to 22.
22. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither.
Just the angels telling Lot them, get on up out of there now. I can't do nothing till y'all leave because God put the seal on y'all. Go ahead.
Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoar. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar.
He out of there now. Go ahead.
Then 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven.
He didn't say water drops, you know what I'm saying? Lovely water. He said fire. Go ahead and read.
25. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the city that which grew upon the ground.
He killed everything around it. So it wasn't just them. If you around it, remember the Lord told Israel to put them out the land. So if you around it, you a part of it. Go ahead.
26. But his wife looked back.
Look at her. We ain't gonna read this, but I'm going to read. She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Go ahead. It was something back there she wanted. It don't say, but she wanted something back there. Go ahead.
26. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. 27. Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Lord. And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land of the plain and beheld. And lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace.
That's all right there. We're going to wrap it up because they're hitting us. We're going to read two more. Go to Leviticus. Leviticus 18. No, we're going to Ecclesiastes first. We're going to end it with these two. Ecclesiastes first. Ecclesiastes 12. We're going to Ecclesiastes 12. Now, we know that God created man. God the one gave man his instructions. So we're going to Ecclesiastes chapter 12. We're going to read 1 and 2. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, read 1 and 2. Then you're going to skip down to 13. Ecclesiastes 12, read 1 and 2, then skip down to 13. Go ahead when you get there.
12 and 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not.
Stop right there. What do you mean the evil days come not? You young. You in this word. I know I've been there. A lot of us been there. You in this word. And it's like the women come even harder then. They come even harder. They say, serve me while you young, you know what I'm saying? Serve me when you young, you know, when you got some strength. Don't come to me when you too old, you can't do nothing. Now you can't do nothing. Oh, I'm going to serve the Lord. You can't do nothing now. You ain't got no choice but to serve the Lord. Go ahead and read.
Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure.
You ain't got no pleasure in messing around no more. No thing. You ain't got the energy. You can buy all the Viagra you want. All what's the Cialis. You can buy all the stuff you want. All the ring or whatever you want. When your time is over, its time is over. Go ahead.
2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
Because we know the Lord gonna put them out when he come back. Remember, he gonna put them out. Go ahead.
Nor the clouds return after the rain.
Skip down to 13.
13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
What did it say? God created us, right? He gave us instruction way back in the beginning. Be fruitful, multiply, have dominion on earth. So he's still giving instruction. The whole duty of man, that's everybody on the planet, whether you an atheist, whether you believe in God or not, Baptist, the whole duty is fear God. Go ahead.
14. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
This is going to be the last scripture right here. We're going to Leviticus 18th chapter. Leviticus 18th chapter, you're going to pick it up 22. It's our last scripture here. But you see, that pride, that's why I tried to bring it to 2020, because We don't use the word homosexuals no more, fags, sissies, all the terms, because we grown, all the terms they use. So they going by this pride thing now, lettering thing now. That's why I bring the rainbow in. It's right, no, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. Leviticus 18, you're going to pick it up at 22. Leviticus 18 chapter is going to be the last scripture, Leviticus 18 chapter, verse 22. Remember, we just read, what was the whole duty of man? To fear God and keep his commandment. That means his law. Leviticus 18, 22.
22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind.
That's the
It is
law.
an abomination.
That's the whole duty of man. Man don't lie with man. Woman don't lie with woman. That's the whole duty of man. That's why God killed them. Go ahead.
23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast.
See, God, it ain't just the homosexuals. We don't preach just against the homosexuals. Don't get us wrong here at the house of Jacob. We don't preach against the homosexuals. We preach against any abomination, against any of God's law. You ain't supposed to lie with the beast either. And that's so lack of understanding for me, but God had to put this in for a reason, because you got people that sleep with beasts. That lets you know the wickedness of man and that pride. Go ahead.
Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is a confusion. 24. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things.
See, any of these things, sleep with man, woman, woman. He said, identify yourself with any of these things. Go ahead.
For in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. 25. And the land is defiled. Therefore,
everything, the people defile the land, every homosexuality, pride, that defiles everything. Go ahead.
Therefore, I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it.
That's sin, because that's sin. Go ahead.
And the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants. 26. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations.
Any of them. Go ahead.
Neither any of your own nation, nor
Right.
any stranger that sojourns among you.
That's why he killed the sister cities around them, because they was around it. He always told Israel, get them people around you. Go ahead.
27. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. That the land spew not you out also when ye defiled it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. 29. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them, shall be cut off from among their people. 30. Therefore ye shall keep my ordinance, that ye commit not any of these abominable customs which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your God.
Remember, the Lord said committed before you. Remember, Lot was down there, so that Sodom was already down there. So that's what we're going to end it right here. Pride, that's why I tried to bring it from the 2020 level, because we don't use the word homosexual. You don't hear the word no more homosexual. Those words are offensive now, but they're going by pride now. That's why they got that parade, and they got that month, Pride Month, and they got that rainbow. So that's today's lesson. But here at the House of Jacob, all our television lessons, we do have longer versions of him. We adore you. We invite you to come out every Saturday with us, 2015 East 75th Street. Like I said, we have lessons longer than all of these to have more detail to help you with your word of God. I thank you for your time.